Yo, wait. Let's see if we can hear this. Let's also get this in. Yo, what's up, chat? Yo, wait. Let's see if we can hear this. Alright, it's working. Let's also get some earphones. Yo, what's up, chat? Wait, what should we do for this stream? Because I was thinking, because I want to do some research, right? Get some earphones. I want to do some research, but yeah, if you guys just wanted to watch me do research, that might be interesting for you guys. I don't know. Also, let me know if is the mic's good or what. Let me try and pull up the chat right now. Let me see if I can pull up the chat. I don't know how the fuck to do this, bro. I swear I did it last time. I pulled up the chat, but can't do it now for some reason. Goon stream to celebrate. What the fuck, bro? How I sent a low chat line in 6 months. Human growth hormone. Possibly. I'm not gonna gatekeep Dio, bro. I might do that shit, I can't lie. Bro, how do I pull the chat up? I had the chat on I had the chat up last time, and now I just don't know how to pull it up. Oh, here we go. There. Okay. Looking badass in those. Thank you, bro. What do you think of intermittent starving for detoxing? For detoxing, I've never heard that before. You could do it for like transitioning onto a diet, but I don't know about for detoxing, bro. I don't see a point. Don't hop on HGH, bro. It fucks up your face. Just get surgeries. How's it fuck up your face, bro? It's literally just the same as. It's literally somatropin, which is what your body produces. And I'm not gonna mega dose as well. Hold on, let me turn down my mic. APAC. No, I'm not talking about that on here. Politics is fucking jester, bro. Holy shit. Okay, let me fix this. Window capture, not display capture. Yes, sir. Wait, now you can see my fucking my taskbar. I don't like that. We'll just do application, and then we put the chat. Somewhere here. Gives you acromegaly. No, it doesn't, bro. That's like an overdose of human growth hormone. That's like if you do like over 6 IUs for like a year or something for multiple years, but otherwise it's not gonna do anything. Bro, how the fuck? Screen capture. Yeah. Not this one. Application. Uh, um, this one. Fuck yeah. Alright. Let's like crop this. Sorry guys, I'm fucking around with my OBS right now. Like that. Yeah, it's tough. Alright, cool. Alright, bro. It's been so sunny in Australia and New Zealand recently. Yeah, bro. Last week or something. Bodybuilders get huge faces from HGH and also massive gut. Yeah, that's because their organs grow because they take more, like 8 IUs per day. Whenever you go out in nature, do you encounter lots of big spiders? Not really, bro. There's spiders like everywhere, but they're not that big. It's really rare to find big ones. First popular video of you drinking White Monster with an Indian, you've come so far. How did that actually? That didn't go viral, did it? Maybe it did. I remember that though. That was on New Year's. That was on New Year's Eve. Okay, how do I pull up my chat right now? To stay there. Can that stay there? I want it to stay there. Um, stay on my screen, but I also don't want it to take up half of my screen. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can I have these both stay here? No. Okay, fucking hell. Alright. You should start going to the gym. Physique does matter a bit. No. All that matters is frame, and the reason people call me scrawny is because I have an average or small frame. Alright, what I wanted to research is, hold on. This is not what I wanted to research. Let me just look up this bullshit, bro. Oh, fuck that bullshit. Streamlabs? Hell no. Okay, I'm just gonna check chat every 2 minutes. Do I have a girlfriend? No. What do you mean, holy fraud? Bodybuilders use 20 IUs? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You're not Luke Bell, my boy. Alright, bro. Look at the flight pass. Nah, they took chemtrails off flight radar, bro. They took chemtrail planes off flight radar. Let me respond to this void really quick. Alright. Airplane mode. Fucking pull up scholars. Androgen receptors. I can minimize this. Keep this up here. Press 3 dots at the top of chat. Yeah, it's a new window, but I just can't keep on my screen. Like when I click on the Chrome, it just goes off. I don't know. I have a MacBook, so enjoying the vids lately. Thank you, bro. I've been trying to keep them up, but I just don't have that many ideas, you know. Like, let me know if you guys have ideas. Alternative for red meat? There's really no alternative, bro. It's over if you can't eat megafauna, not gonna lie. Nah, bro, these are just Jester glasses. They're not for anti-blue light. Nah, I'm kidding. Alright. Should I put on some music, bro? Put on some music. I'll just put my like songs. Oh, fuck yeah. Shauna Pride theme song. Meet you where you been. I can show you incredible things. Alright. 2.8-inch shoes. What 2.8-inch shoes? I wear Forces. Bro, thank you, Rashid. Why aren't you using pharmaceuticals then? I will, bro. Okay. Androgen receptor is a member of the serotonin receptor superfamily, a class of receptors that function through their ability to regulate the transcription of specific genes. Bro, can you guys hear the music? Bro, can you stop spamming? I'm literally gonna mute. Bro, I'm gonna time you out if you do this shit, bro. I'm gonna time you out right now for 30 fucking minutes. This guy, bro, you literally come in my chat every time and do this shit. How to fix hyperpigmentation caused by sun exposure? That shit's from lipid oxidation, bro. Stop eating omega-6. Get some morning and evening sunlight for collagen. And then why am I reading boring shit? Because I like knowledge. Well, you guys don't hear that music? Okay, hold on. Oh, it's because I have the what? I am a nightmare just like a daydream. And I was gonna go down and play. Beat porn's not that good. I really don't get it. I don't think there's any benefit, and I think it's toxic, but I haven't really looked into it. I used to eat it, but I just stopped, and I really haven't given a shit about it since then. Okay, how do I, young and reckless, let's take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, or with a nasty scar. Girl, I'll be Starbucks lovers. I'll tell you I'm insane. How many meals do I eat a day? 2 usually. Okay, you guys can hear it now, right? Singing skills? Thank you, bro. You do enough money for long live. What? Long live raw meat buying in Thailand, organs are basically free. Yeah, it's kind of the same here. Incel core? I mean, I do that sometimes, but I listen to that sometimes, but it's like a mood killer. Why do I keep my room door wide open? Why not? Why would I close it? Do you think in 2030, in some parts of the world, we would not be able to buy meat anymore or be reduced? Maybe not that soon. I would say they're definitely trying to stop people from buying raw meat because they've already done that with milk since like decades ago. And then they've already got cooked meat in the stores, smoked stuff. There's already pre-packaged cooked meat with preservatives and shit. Yeah, I reckon in the next few decades they'll stop selling raw meat in the store to become illegal, just like raw milk, if not meat altogether. But I don't think the vegan agenda is actually gonna work. Not gonna lie. That's why they've done the bugs. Because when veganism failed, they moved on to bugs. Why does my hair feel dry when I wash it with the whole egg? Don't wash your hair with eggs, bro. I never told you shit to. Not to be cult leader, but like I never told you to do this shit. Don't come in my chat and ask me this, but I never told you to do this. Like people who do that, I don't understand. Maybe it's good for them, but I've never done it. I don't see the need to do it, and I don't see the benefit of doing it. I don't see how it washes your hair. I just use water. I try not to use tap water. How do your parents respond to his lifestyle? My dad's forced it. I was in chat with some girl was scared to eat cooked chicken because salmonella. Cooked chicken? Damn, bro. What's up, Darcy? Alright, let me actually research this shit. I don't care if you say it's boring, bro. Damn. Yeah, what gets dry without eggs? Bro, you have to just eat a lot of more saturated fat. Put on Gertis punk rock music. I don't know what his punk rock music is, bro. How tall are you? I'm like around 6 foot 6'1". Alright. Look at it in varied target tissues with levels and activities. You know why I'm interested in this because people who have high testosterone won't necessarily have high dimorphism. And I heard you guys know Nicodem, he told me that he heard somewhere that you get your androgen receptors from your mother, so it's actually genetic, which is interesting to me. So why do you think I don't understand it? It's like this is like low IQ shit, bro. I just keep getting distracted by the chat, but this is not hard to understand. I don't know what you're saying. Modulation of androgen receptor levels occurs through a number of mechanisms, including transcription. I don't know what that is, but and is regulated by various factors, for example, androgens, of course. The ability of an androgen receptor to modulate gene transcription or gene transcription, okay, is through its interaction with specific DNA sequences located near or within the target gene promoter. Okay, let me read that again. Right, let me turn down this music, it's like distracting. Okay, alright, see you, Dad. Yeah, see, the androgen receptor mutations lead to like testicular feminization because yeah, that's what actually grabs the androgens and makes them function. Yeah, I drink pasteurized milk when I don't have raw milk. Stream yourself reading, bro. I just wanted to do a stream. How is it performative? I just wanted to do a stream and I have to research at the same time. Holy Cliff Homie, the pigeon. That's what I was trying to do, bro. What's on Face IQ? I love that guy, bro. I want to do a stream with him. Carbs Black IGF-1. Okay. Protein has a stable bump of IGF-1. Just watch my video on sugar, bro. It's just the sugar and IGF-1 shit. It's just bullshit. Why do people drink the egg whites and not yolks together? The egg whites have like avidin and other mucoid, but um, drinking it drinking it separate would be a good thing, as long as it's like an hour away or something. You saw me in Cherrybrook when I wasn't in Cherrybrook very recently, unless it was on the train. How race pilled were Kenny and Blake? Bro, they're pretty race pilled, I can't lie. Next time there's a vegan protest in Sydney, you'll be there with raw living, bro. That's good, bro. Face IQ recommends facial surgery. Yeah, I do as well. a 5K live 2 weeks ago. What do you mean? Not 2 weeks ago. It was like a week ago. Okay. Fucking hell, I can't get this full study. Let me just read this. Bro, how do I get this full study without buying it? This is some bullshit, bro. Please help. I eat fruit, meat, organs, eggs, milk, stale, bad acne. What should I do? Stop eating fruit. The pesticides are giving you acne. "22 families, mothers, and all investigated grandmothers were heterozygous carriers. However, within the sisters and aunts, both heterozygous carriers and non-carriers were present. In 8 families, de novo mutation was characterized." This is not what I thought it was going to be. Wait, maybe it is. Hold on. In all 30 affected children, a distinct abnormality with the AR gene has been analyzed, several of which have been reported earlier. Investigating of the female family members for carrier status was of a given mutation was primarily performed with what is that? There's some keywords or something. I don't know what that is. In mothers of 22 patients, the characteristic band shift of the mutated strand was seen in addition to the wild type pattern after gel electrophoresis was performed. Bro, let me see the full study, bro. Carnivores ideal for skin, as long as it's not cooked, yeah. Did you go to August 31? No. Click the DOI link. No, it just goes back to the same thing. Basically, oh yeah, so, wait, what? Obligated to buy, it's how most studies work, even for docs. That's some bullshit, bro. Bro, but Nico told me there was a way to get it, and he sent me like this link, but I don't know where he sent it, I forgot. You had a chance to give it a percent if the raw diet prime was 100. What? What would a poor Saladino type animal based diet, but with less fruit, get percent wise? I would say way less fruit. As long as you don't eat it when it doesn't grow. Like if you don't eat imported fruits, if you eat seasonally, when only when fruits naturally grow there, then I would say like 70-80% because Paul Saladino eats raw meat occasionally. He talked about raw meat a few years ago on a podcast. He just doesn't talk about it a lot. But that's only if the fruits you're getting have 100% no pesticides, because otherwise it can trigger acne. Even if they have like so-called organic podcasts. Podcasts, no, pesticides. And yeah, just get it from a market, homegrown fruit. But yeah, yeah. Would you? I already answered yes. I drink pasteurized milk when I don't have raw milk. Yeah, Saladino eats raw liver. He eats raw steak. He eats raw heart. Face IQ is smarter than Goatus for diet. Face IQ is smarter than Goatus altogether. Goatus is like 115 IQ max. He does have some good thoughts though, I can't lie, on his philosophy takes. But overall, he's not very knowledgeable on biochemistry and nutrition. Thoughts on marrying cousins? That's based. Do you know Enzo Health? Yeah, he's alright. Some of his videos piss me off, but because he just asserts his opinions as fact, or like he just says like this is what I think, but like nobody really cares. Um, yeah, but some of his videos are good. I like him. What books would you recommend to read, learn about the body, like biochemistry? Biochemistry textbook. I'm reading. Oh fuck, this book right now that I stole from the library. Biophysics Demystified. Well, I didn't steal it. I borrowed it, and then it ran out. It's overdue as fuck. Um, but yeah, textbook, I guess. MIT lectures. Goethe has the Ankh wisdom though. Yeah. But he consumes salt. Yeah, he's a bit dogmatic about everything. He's not really open minded, but is Ray Pete smart? I don't know any of his takes really. Excellent health is pretty goated, yeah. What causes people to be anti like autism and ADHD? Something that we all know, but I can't talk about on YouTube. Paul consumes a lot of salt. Yeah, that's unideal. Um, yeah, if you just don't eat salt, then yeah. Like salt is like not as bad as people say. Like it is just sodium and chloride, but the thing is, it's such an incredible imbalance of sodium to other minerals that it causes dehydration of the cells and actually cell death. But is eating some salt on red meat is not a huge deal because you're balancing it with potassium. Um, like overall, it's not a huge deal. Obviously, it's still toxic, but what library? Chatswood. How do you research and extrapolate information from the studies? What do you mean? I just read it. What is it? Why can't you talk about it on YouTube? Because it's yeah the VAX. Why did I join us for right before the tax scene? Um, I'm pretty sure he was kirked, bro. Can't lie. Getting a debit card in like a week so I can finally eat raw meat. It's a bit expensive, so I try to find butchers for organs. Alright. Should not drink raw milk after the age of 20. I mean, I don't think it makes a difference. The growth hormones get broken down into peptides, like amino acids, so um it's not really gonna directly cause growth or anything like aging. But it's not ideal to drink milk after like infancy anyway. Can you fix ADHD? Um Theoretically, sure. I don't know about yeah. You Mogdine Withers in a debate today? That's cool, bro. New Zealand's pretty base, I would say, in the how like the state of the country, but also like the government is not based, I don't think. How do you fix a nerve if it is fucked off for a long time? Uh, I don't know what that means, bro. What? Is an ADHD just too little dopamine or vice versa? I don't actually know, bro. Um, I'm pretty sure it's like a high. It could be too much. I know it's a hyperactivity of the brain in both cases, like ADD and ADHD. It's just one case. It affects the neurofunction differently. All right, let me keep. Andrew resistance. That's interesting. Yeah, again, this the whole study is not there. It's annoying. Yeah, see, I just click it and it goes to this. Cultured fibroblasts in broken cell assays. Absent ligand binding. Oh, that's bad. That'll actually affect your your development insanely much. Bro, how's everyone's plasma? You're just drinking salt water like an absolute idiot. There's literally no good argument for plasma whatsoever. Protein is the most important, but it's super easy to get on eating a meat-based diet, so it's not something you have to really try to get. I would prioritize fat because buying meat nowadays, it's very lean. And you need a lot of fat as well. You need about like a 1-to-1. Would you ever box a YouTuber? No. That's just a bro. Do you think tax are very bad? Yes. Did I get the tax? Definitely not. Someone has nerve damage. I doubt even with proper life it's fixable. I'm not sure, bro. Is this guy dead ass? Make sure everyone's getting their salt in today. Psychedelics are allowed on this diet. Bro, people say like, is this allowed on this diet? And it's like, this is not a cult. You just do what you want. I'll tell you what's optimal. You fucking do what you want. Like, it's your life. I'm not saying what's allowed on this to be in this cult. Like, it's not a cult. It's just, I'm gonna tell you what's optimal from my knowledge, and you can decide to do with it what you wish. But what do you disagree with Gotus on? Not heaps. I just think that he has quite a shallow understanding of biochemistry. Like, he kind of appeals to nature a little bit and denies science a lot. Well, not a little bit. He fucking appeals to nature a lot and denies actual real science, like actual biochemistry, and saying, uh sugar isn't toxic unless it's the toxic extracted man-made sugar. Wait, hold on. I didn't transition. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, wait. Maybe it was like that before actually. Um saying like, natural sugar, it's from nature, so it's not bad. And ignoring all of the literature showing the glycation, li liver damage from fructose and everything. How do you balance meat organs? You should eat more muscle meat than organs, but I don't know. Yeah, do what you want, honestly. What are you eating next? I'm gonna eat tomorrow, probably like 10 o'clock. I don't know, probably brain, sweet bread, so I got some thymus, so. Do you like school as a kid? Definitely not. You get a tax at school, that's what my friend said. If you don't take it, you're not allowed to go on flights. Yeah, that's quite evil. 70% fruitarian diet now, he was so frail. No, I think he eats too much fruit. Like, for the appropriate, for what's appropriate to humans, but he's not like a fruitarian or anything. I don't think it's actually affecting his aging, like, in a noticeable amount to what we've seen. but I don't think he looks good now. So it could actually be doing that. But yeah, he does eat too much fruit. He says he eats fruit in the morning, like a whole melon, and then he bloody eats fruit between his meals. So his renal cycle is chronically upregulated. How much red meat to white should I consume? You should consume ideally all red meat. Why would you consume white meat? It's not as good. Okay, get out of here with your new account, bro. Bloody hell. Okay. You talking about a finish? Okay, bro. What are we doing? I know a website that sells 6 lamb's brains for $15 and sells raw milk. Well, that's peak, bro. Get that. Wipe that smoke off your face, Marcus 5'5", boy. Why do people think I'm like 5'5", 5'8"? Yeah, why does everyone think I'm a man? We can find. Wait, hold on. What was I gonna read? I was gonna read a comment. Have you ever tried Hormona Iberica? Nah, I would though. How are you so nonchalant? But I'm trying to be more gesture because it's like I'm low-key boring as hell. But being with a girl is the best feeling in the world. I assume so. Never experienced that. Do you recommend a specific butcher for meat supplier in Sydney? Just there's a lot of good ones, bro. It's Australia. You can get grass-fed and finished meat for very easily. Have you ever vaped? Yes, I've tried it once. It was disgusting. I'll never do it again. I did it for $10. My friend paid me $10, so I was like, okay. He used skin smoothing filters on his videos, and he says you barely need to eat much food if you eat organs. It seems he is under eating and frail in the face, acting like a vegan. Well, he doesn't. I'm assuming here, but I don't see a reason to believe that he undereats. I think that he really is because organs are more satiating per mat, like for the weight. Because it's more nutrient dense, but I wouldn't say he's under eating. Why would he do that? Like, he wouldn't want to do that. Said you're 180 centimeters max, is this true? No, I'm around 183, if not more. Minimum 183. Tottenham, what is that? Alright, let me get back to researching. I was just clicking on the wrong side of my phone. Holy shit, bro. That's funny. But what kind of content do you all prefer? Do you like the scientific videos that I do, or IRL videos, or what? I was thinking I can do this video, right, where I like go up to people. Do you think men under 5'9" are still men? I mean, they're grown males, perhaps, but they're small. Like, I interview people and I'm like, would you try this, like, raw chicken or something? Like, would you eat this raw beef? And then more IRL, yeah. Have I ever been to party? I've been to like, yeah, like 2, or like one was like an 18, an 18th, yeah, and then one was a 16th. More niche, okay. No, I'm not paying people man-made money to eat raw meat, but I want to do like interviews and then explain the fallacy behind bacteria theory and all the mainstream bullshit, and like just try to get just try to show how brainwashed people are, because I think that video would do well, like me interviewing people, and people would clip it up to me interviewing people, right? And I would explain to them how like explain to them why their concerns aren't valid, and I would do it in such a simple way, because it is very simple, and I'm explaining to simple-minded people that I think that it would do well, and it would actually help unbrainwash a lot of people if it did well. This is Ford Killer. Scientific is boring to me. Okay. I mainly just do that to advertise my private community though. I know people don't really like it. Go to Newtown. I know it's the most leftist part, but I feel like in the city is better, because people will just get, yeah, I don't know what would be better. People being open-minded in the video and actually, you know, or being being mad. I feel like a good balance would be found in the city. You never eat more gastric raw meat from Woolies or Coles? Yeah, me either. Actually, I ate raw chicken from Coles, but it was organic, so. Actually, the thing is, with organic stuff, I'm pretty sure they feed them like organic meds still. Wait, it was no antibiotics, so I felt fine. Did you feel healthy and energized after eating that raw city pigeon? Bro, I literally bit into it once and then put it down. I'm not gonna eat it. I didn't eat it, really. I just bit into it. It was just a clip farm, bro. Oh, yeah, go to UNSW. Oh, that would be good, actually. Yeah, that's good. It's over for people with a below average face. It's never over, bro. You can just money max and then get surgeries. I'm addicted. Oh yeah. Bro, do you guys like the BP content, my old account? Like I've been doing with Kenny and shit. I might do more on that. More of that shit with my other friends also. Organic chicken cope. Yeah, I know it's not good because they still feed it seeds. It's still high in LA, but I just feel like it was a while ago. I'm not saying I would do it again. I'm just saying it was fine. Like I didn't get sick. Was it feathers or did it actually taste like shit? No, it tasted fine. It was one I didn't want to eat more of it because it was dirty animal. And also the feathers, but I didn't want to like open the guts up and get it all over me, because I've done that before with an animal and it went everywhere. So how's on my barefoot? Like 183, I think. Your dog stole your raw meat? Well, my dog did that too once. Chad like face, LTND. No, it's like the other way around, bro. Go for UNSW. Where is UNSW? It's I know where it is. I just thinking like what suburb is it in? Is it in Surrey Hills? No. Chinatown? I forgot. Haymarket? Do we eat brain? Yeah. Am I 5'10"? No, I literally just said I'm 183. I ate for the first time raw ground beef. When does the symptoms appear? What symptoms? Top 5 organs, not in any order, but liver, brain, bone marrow, honestly, those are the best, but probably like some other shit I haven't tried. You realize how wasting cooking and preparing food is? I just had a hard time even making tartar. I just want to eat it. Yeah, bro. I just like barely even make tartar anymore. Actually, that's not true. I did it twice today. Wait, twice? No, but yeah, I just feel like eating shit with my hands now, especially with organs and when I get like steaks, fatty steaks and stuff, pork belly and that. Kensington. Oh yeah, okay. That would be interesting. I'll bring my friend Alex. We can do that. How to get raw milk in Australia? There's a lot of ways like bath milk, pet milk. Just look on getrawmilk.com. Bone marrow stem cells, yeah, it's pretty good for growth and repair, healing and stuff. Have you been recognized? Yeah, in public like 3 or 4 times. Opinions on peptides and synthetic hormones. Depends what peptides. But in terms of synthetic hormones like steroid hormones, I would not do that. They're very deleterious to your health. And if you're not already on a diet where you can have natural high like 1,000 testosterone, then why are you even doing that? And if you are and you're still not dimorphic, then you just have bad androgen receptors. Probably like me, honestly. Even though I have a deep voice and a long lower third, I feel like my androgen receptors aren't good. You study that everyone is woke. That's fine. It's ethical to breed women for raw milk supply. I don't know. Who cares if it's ethical, bro? What even is ethics? What does that mean? Bro, you guys want to see this study? This is a cool study. This is what I'm gonna bring to the next vegan thing, because I was talking about this study in my video to this guy. Actually, I think it was after the camera died, but I told him about this study and I couldn't cite it. But he said he took my word for it, which is cool. The guy was alright, even though he had a vasectomy, which is like the biggest cock shit ever. Like I could never respect someone like that. But could you share the play? It's just my liked songs, bro. You can follow me if you want. It's just this is my profile. You can follow me if you want. But I kind of just have random shit. Wait, you couldn't? Could you see that? No, you probably couldn't see that. My profile is just X Marcus. It's looking over for Alex, bro. Which Alex? There were 2 Alexes in the video. My mate Alex, has had really late puberty. Like he just hit puberty, so like a year ago, and he is older than me. So that's crazy. But that's why he's small. But he looks good. He just has a buzz cut, so he's like a slave. But he's growing his hair now, so he'll be. Are you gonna post this live? Probably. vasectomy as a vegan is ironic, probably infertile anyways. Yeah, like I brought up a study showing that in clinical trials, men with high-fat diets, men who go on high-fat diets have higher testosterone than others, and he was like, can you show it? Like, that doesn't sound real. And he was like, that doesn't apply to me anyway because I've had a vasectomy. And I was like, holy shit. He's kind of ND a little bit, but I don't know. Hey, what's up, Logan? You still got hair? Nah. Hard maxing can lead to becoming too ferned. Only if you're an idiot and you decide to get orbital decompression from the worst clinic ever, when it's literally the riskiest surgery ever, and you can just get orbital rim implants. It's so dumb. Like, he literally got a Bimax and then he's like, instead of fucking orbital rim implants, I'm gonna get orbital decompression for no reason and just risk my life, my sight. Do calories exist at all? They exist, but the thing is, what they are just a measurement of heat. It's not relevant to your metabolism whatsoever. What's relevant to body composition is macronutrients and the combination and your metabolic efficiency, your metabolic state, right, and the combination of substrates. Opinion on double jaw surgery. I mean, if you want to get it, go ahead, bro. If I was subhuman, I would get a double jaw surgery. Probably if I was like even average, I would be saving up for double jaw surgery right now. Opinion on nicotine? It's pretty shit, honestly. Thoughts on Andreas Nelson. I like that guy. He's a good YouTuber. Didn't you had any symptoms first time, like detox ones? Bro, wait, I just realized the Grey Anthem is playing. Bro, I don't flame me for this song. I just like how it sounds, okay? I know it's cringe as fuck. Hold on. Oh, like detox. No, I didn't really have any severe detox when I started. I had like maybe a mild one, but I didn't really notice. I think because I was drinking raw milk and raw eggs already, that I just noticed without a detox without noticing. But you have a pretty good jaw, not gonna lie. Thank you, bro. I have a short mandible and I have barely any forward growth. That's why I'm gonna blast growth on me. But Cornea playlist. This is not my playlist. It's just like songs. Do I support Ted K? Yeah, I do. What time do you sleep? Like around this time, usually. But it varies. It doesn't vary. I don't know why I said that. I go to sleep at 9 o'clock every night. For the most part. It's a bunch of slimy egg whites stuck in my throat from milk and egg drink. Bro, egg whites are grot. Unless you put it in a blender and it goes foamy, that's kind of fire. But other than that, it's grot. Bimax surgeons in Sydney are horrible. My friend got quoted 20k only for the log. That's fucked, bro. Yeah, why would you even think about plastic surgery? Like even something, especially something as invasive as a jaw surgery like that, where they actually cut the jaw in a first world country. Like, go to Istanbul for that, bro, or Thailand. How do I obtain a short mandible? You don't want a short mandible, bro. Do you use toothpaste? Yeah, I do occasionally. I use it on a fluoride-free toothpaste, obviously. Don't bother drinking egg whites, really, there's no point. I get plastic surgery to look as good as you. Thank you, bro. White hair is overrated, not gonna lie, like Raw Tide's take on it. I feel like he's a bit biased to it. Like, I don't know why he has such strong opinions on it. But I mean, yeah, the hate is kind of overrated, I can't lie, from what I've seen. But there's no reason to drink it at all, because you're not going to absorb any of the amino acids. Or you're going to absorb only 50% of the amino acids, compared to if you cook it, which is more. So I would even argue you should cook the egg whites if you're really desperate to get protein. How come there are really smart people like have no bones and very bad development? Because intelligence is 60 to 80% hereditary. Tips on not dying in winter: don't eat carbohydrates, do cold exposure, eat a lot of fat. Yeah, get sunlight in the morning and the evening, especially. Be outside a lot. That friend has an overbite of like 7 to 8 millimeters, and he was vegan growing up. Plus, he wasn't breastfeeding and said it's because of genetics. Who? I don't know what you're talking about. Don't hop on GH, you'll get male gaze. Holy, what are you talking about, bro? I'm literally boneless as fuck. Do you think all sunburn is caused by CDOs? No. I burn in the sun. It's a lack of melanin in the skin, that's what it is, for the most part. CDOs can cause burn, sure, but it's more to the cancer side that CDOs play a role. Is 4 liters of raw milk good for high growth? Yeah, sure, bro. That's too much, though. You should... Are you even eating if you drink 4 liters of raw milk? IQ is cope. Apparently I have 120 for taking the Mensa test. Bro, I took a Mensa test on my... I was just lying in my bed, doom scrolling, and I took a Mensa test, and I wasn't locked in. I got like 120, but... I should redo it. I reckon I have like around 140. My dad has 146 IQ. Yeah, I live in Australia. Bones don't matter as much as you think. Cope, bro. Holy cope. Like, you should see my unforwarded side profile. It's literally bone. I have no forward growth, bro. Look at this bullshit. Right. And I'm hanging out with Jack Kenny. With his ogre skull. It's like, my dad's a good teacher. Thank you. I know he is. Do people in your high school know about your channel? Yeah, they do. How do you recommend surviving Australian summers in Anglo-Celt? Limit midday sun to 2 hours a day, and try to adapt to the sun as much as possible with melon. Your bones are pretty good, it's just a hyoid. No, my hyoid looks bad because I lack ramus, and I have a short mandible because I lack forward growth. My jaw is a bit downswung. Not really, actually. I just have kind of, like, I have good counterclockwise rotation. I just have a low set maxilla. That's why my infraorbitals are shit. But yeah, I also have a short ramus, which is why my mandibular plane angle is off. But when, like, if you look at my YouTube video, my jaw isn't downswung. I actually have good counterclockwise rotation in my natural posture. It's just that I'm boneless. You should do a meet and greet. That's cringe as hell, bro. I'm not doing that. I would do it. I would collab with a bunch of my mutuals in Sydney if they were, but I'm not gonna just host one with a bunch of cringe fans where it's just gonna be a bunch of larpers, edgy larpers. Okay, who's this guy? This stream got me so emotional. Why tear ran down my leg? Alright, bro. Just fucking laughed. A little amount of downswing is good, by the way. You don't want short face syndrome. Yeah, I mean, I have an ideal gonio angle of like 112. So. Well-developed bones, MOG density. Yeah, density is irrelevant. I don't know why people talk about density. Density has nothing to do with how your face looks whatsoever. I got a really good Ramus but bad Zygos. I would trade it for Zygos any day. Yeah, I mean, basically all of my development is mid. Like, you can see I have nasolabial folds because I have kind of a narrow maxilla compared to ideal. And I lack forward growth, so I just have, like, low facial depth and overall just a mid skull. So the love of my life just moved away to a different country. How do I stop feeling depressed? What? I'm probably gonna end stream, so yeah, let me just answer a few questions. Do you remember me? Is that a do you remember me reference? No, if you're asking like a dead ass question, I don't know who Pranav Nagi is, so do you know your harmony? Yeah, it's like around 86%. From my own measurements, which might be inaccurate, I don't know. Yeah. I was like a giant, nonchalant guy at your high school. What the fuck, bro? The giant, nonchalant guy. I don't know. I seriously don't know what? Okay, what high school then, bro? Paint houses and inhale the toxic fumes and get paint all over myself and shit. Oh, that's fire, bro. Keep that up. You're the principal of my high school. Yo, what's up, Teach? What's up, Prince? Mid is better than subhuman. Yeah, I know. It's still over, bro. In this economy. Do you use Rolex? No, I don't. I don't use anything to wash my hair except water. How does Kenny have such insane bone mass? Because he ate a lot of meat during childhood. And genetics also. Yeah, he had good development. Thoughts on gym? Pretty shit. It's cope. Bart K, surreal stamina. I don't know what you're saying, man. Bro, I get so many DMs and I'd be like not replying for like 3 days and then I just do them all in one go, which is like kind of fire. Bro, you know what I hate? Like, you know what hurts? Like, I was doing a stream before for 4K and some guy just comes in and it's like, do you know that you're incredibly boring? And I'm like, bro, that shit hurt, I can't lie. Even though personality is cope. Yeah. Can HGH grow the jaw? You mentioned like a forward growth and a short ramus. What else would HGH grow? Yeah, of course it can grow the jaw. The mandible grows until the early 20s, so it's like what it would grow. Please shut your big ass up. Okay. Just leave then, bro. should they bring back Arena to Sea of Thieves? Yeah, for sure, bro. I don't know what that is. Dorsal is caused by recessed maxilla. No, it's caused by clockwise rotation of the maxilla. So from the right side, I believe. Yeah, from the right side of the skull, right? If you look at the right side of the cranium, if your maxilla, this bone right here is going to be turned clockwise. This bone up here, the nasion, is going to be projected forward. So that's where the dorsal hump comes from. You're not boring. There's a reason why people want to watch you. Yeah, I know that, but yeah, I just feel boring sometimes also. You're just masculine, at least you're not a jester. I would rather be a jester. Gesturing is law. I don't think being boring is a masculine thing. I think being more jester is more masculine, not gonna lie. When you meet up with Prime Wild Gamer, bro, I want to meet up with Zach soon. But I'll have to catch a flight. But yeah, I do want to schedule that though. Do you think HGH is gonna widen your face? Yeah, probably. I mean, my it's not like my maxillary sutures are fully closed. They would be almost, but they will be open for a few more years still, slightly. So yeah, I reckon it could it'll definitely help with my orbital bones, which was quite recessed, just because my whole face is recessed, which will fix my my under eye hollowing and my upper eyelid exposure. Measuring your face and looking at your face is unnatural. Yeah, I mean, my development is unnatural, so that's fallacious in itself, right? You should try expanding to other stuff. What do you mean, bro? What's up, Jack is cool, 486. Come back to Tara? Nah. I'm not trying to do that, bro. Bones can't change after 18-year-old. Literally, the maxillary sutures. Okay, yep, you just put my full name in the chat as if people don't already know that. Can you guys stop spamming W? I'm trying to read chat, please. Bones can your facial sutures don't actually fuse 100% your whole life, but in terms of facial growth, it continues until the early 20s, especially the mandible. So that, yeah, that's definitely cope. I agree that HGH is cope if your whole facial sutures are closed, but in terms of after 18, it really varies for everyone, and for the majority of people, 18 is not too late in terms of using exogenous somatropin to promote growth. Yeah, I really need some mods to ban these jesters, man. I need some mods. Okay, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I was just about to hop off. Save up for orbital implants. Why would I do that when I'm 16? I can change my facial structure. Corny ass song. I don't give a fuck, bro. Right. You know, so. Gym selling during prime teenage years set you back? I mean, probably. Theoretically, it did. But, we'll never know. Come to New Zealand so I can meet you. I mean, I'd like to go to New Zealand. I'm actually planning to next year, but... You have a body of a woman on HRT? Okay, what's that supposed to mean? I already answered this, bro. When are you gonna turn 17 next year? Alright, I'm ending this stream, bro.